Hello, thank you for joining with me. We are in the Journey Through A Course in Miracles text by Ken Wapnick, PhD, published by the Foundation for A Course in Miracles, and you can buy this on their website or on Amazon. And I'm going to go ahead and pick up the reading. We are on page 33 and under the section Time, and this is part 1, paragraph 13. Miracles are both beginnings and endings, and so they alter the temporal order. They are always affirmations of rebirth, which seem to go back but really go forward. They undo the past in the present and thus release the future. The problem, and that was from the text, and now I'm reading Ken's commentary. The problem began when we chose the ego and will end when we choose the Holy Spirit. Miracles will go forward because they undo the belief in our sinful past, which we projected onto others so we would be sinless in the present. Once guilt is undone, there can be no interest in the future, which we now no longer dread, look forward to, or plan for. All is focused in the present, in the holy instant that is outside time. Since the miracle heals all problems, it does not matter where we are or what our situation may be. We can be at peace in any instant by choosing to let the ego's hand go, taking Jesus's instead. This is 147, 1 through 2. The miracle is a learning device that lessens the need for time. It establishes an out-of-pattern time interval, not under the usual laws of time. In this sense, it is timeless. The miracle is not timeless in the sense of the eternity of heaven, but is timeless by being outside the world of time and space. This is so because when we choose the Holy Spirit's miracle, we are choosing against sin, guilt, and fear, without which there is no past, present, and future. This helps explain why people sometimes lose all sense of time. Being so caught up in leaving the world, time, changing the page, disappears, for in the holy instant they are outside the temporal and spatial universe. The following key paragraph explains how the miracle saves time, setting the tone for future discussion. And this is from A Course in Miracles, section 2 of chapter 1, paragraph 6, 1 and 2. The miracle minimizes the need for time. In the longitudinal or horizontal plane, the recognition of the equality of the members of the sonship appear to involve almost endless time. From the linear, and this is Ken, from the linear perspective of human history, which is the longitudinal or horizontal plane, it seems as if the entire sonship will never be healed. The world has certainly not improved, except insofar as we have gotten better at hurting and killing each other. The content of hatred that existed in the ancient and medieval worlds, for example, is no different from what we find today. The same jealousies, murders, and need for revenge. This is section 2, paragraph 6, sentence 3. However, the miracle entails a sudden shift from horizontal to vertical perception. This is depicted on the chart by the path of the arrow, which begins in the horizontal or linear world, where there are problems that require time to be worked out. When we choose Jesus as our teacher, on the other hand, we return to the mind outside of time and space, the world of vertical perception. Section 2, paragraph 6, 4 to 7 in the textbook. This introduces an interval from which the giver and receiver both emerge farther along in time than they would otherwise have been. The miracle thus has the unique property of abolishing time to the extent that it renders the interval of time it spans unnecessary. There is no relationship between the time a miracle takes and the time it covers. The miracle substitutes for learning that might have taken thousands of years. And this is Ken's commentary. The phrase thousands of years is used in A Course in Miracles to indicate a long period of time. When we lift ourselves above the battleground, the battle is over. It does not have to be resolved by endless negotiations, treaties, bargains, or bombing enemies into oblivion. From the world's point of view, needless to say, the miracle has no meaning. How could this resolve the perpetual strife in the Middle East, people might ask? Yet this teaching does have meaning when we go above the battleground in the mind, where the world is seen differently. When we return and act normally, quote, that's in quotations, we will not behave as before, for we will know in our hearts that the problem has already been solved, and we are here as an expression of the solution. When people choose to make the same choice we made to accept the solution is up to them. But in our right minds, we already know the solution has been chosen because we have chosen it. Since in the healed mind there is no space, time, or separation, the choice is made for the entire sonship. This important theme will recur frequently and is the meaning of Jesus' words to us, which make no sense from the perspective of the battleground's linear time, and this is a quote, "You were with me when I arose. When I awoke from the dream of death, you were there, because you were always with me." And that's from the Manual for Teachers. And now Chapter 1, Section 2, Paragraph 8, and this is Sentence 8. It does so by underlying recognition of perfect equality of giver and receiver on which the miracle rests. And this is Ken. This is an important theme, and we will come back to it in later chapters. The essence of the principle is that if we give love, we receive it. If we give guilt, we receive it as well. Since we will believe in what we give, indeed, we give it because we believe in it, we cannot help but to receive it. And now this is Section 2, Paragraph 6, 9 to 10. The miracle shortens time by collapsing it, thus eliminating certain intervals within it. It does this, however, within the larger temporal sequence. And this is Ken. The miracle is reflected in our daily lives, but at any given moment we can circumvent the apparent temporal process. As an example, if we have an authority problem that spans the whole of our life, we do not have to undo each relationship that expresses this issue. We can deal with a lifetime of authority problems in an instant. When in the presence of an authority we want to kill or one we wish to seduce into liking us, we choose again. Shifting the problem from the body to the mind, the holy instant, we simultaneously heal all relationships because they are one in content. This ends the discussion of time in the text's early material. However, this important theme will come up again and again. We turn now to atonement, which is briefly mentioned here, although not really explained until the next chapter. And we are going to stop here today. I may take a day off or a day or two off. I will continue to post my the meditations for the lessons, but I may take a day or two off in reading this so that I can get some things done around the house. But I may not. in case I do, I want you to know I will be back, so look for me. I love you. Thank you for joining with me. Have a beautiful day. Happy 4th of July if you're in America. If you're not, happy, happy, joy, joy. It's all an illusion anyway. Bye. Thank you. I love you.